Hey everyone, so a lot of you guys said you wanted to see what I'm going to be bringing on my moose and caribou hunt this year. So here we go. We fly out Sunday, September 18th out of Diesel Lake, and then we're gone for 12 days, so it's almost 2 weeks. So it's a long time, long stretch. We're planning to do 5 days caribou, hopefully 5 days moose, but that is all weather dependent. So here we go. Let's take a look at what I got. So right now it's just kind of laid out, kind of everywhere, but I'll kind of go through my outer layer system, my mid layer system, and then I'll go through what I am bringing for my base layer, and then I'll go through all my socks and kind of extras I'm bringing, a little bit of my food, my sleeping system, and my optics and my game bags. So there's just kind of one of the hats I wear. First light hat. My dad got it for me a while ago, and just kind of been the lucky hunting hat ever since. So first things up, I got this Under Armour cold weather gear, kind of puffy. I don't really know what it is. I got it at Winners. Got it for super cheap, but it is absolutely amazing. I've worn it a ton in minus 20, 25, and maybe a little warmer, minus 15 and stuff, but it is awesome, extremely warm. It is waterproof and it is windproof. So this thing is awesome, keeps your body heat in and keeps all the elements out. And then what else? I'm going to bring my good old Kuyu Guy Jacket. This thing, I've had it for 4 or 5 years. It's been awesome. Really can't complain about it. Absolutely like it. So that's a staple of mine. It always goes on all my hunts, even though it's pretty big. And then just got the Sikka Thunderhead jacket on the weekend. I warranted my old Cloudburst. Sikka was awesome. Sent it really fast. Good job on them. Absolutely awesome on the warranty. And we'll see how that one works. But the old Cloudburst was an amazing jacket. Really liked it. And it kept me warm in some pretty nasty shit. And just bringing my Costco puffy. These things are cheap as shit. I almost buy a new one every year because I go through one pretty fast. But I've had that one for a few. Keeps me warm. And it's super lightweight. And it's pretty small. But compared to the new ones, I mean, should probably upgrade one day. But this will be good for now. Oh, so here's what I'm going to bring for my mid-layer system. This is just kind of what I'm going to wear probably almost every day. So I just have a Under Armour Storm hoodie. So this thing's water resistant, not really windproof, but again, just a good hoodie to wear around camp and maybe the odd day if I'm really stinky and stuff starting to stink. But this will mainly be camp, maybe wear it on the flight in. Then I got this one, wholesale was still a thing, Huntworth Vest. This thing is actually really good. I think it is windproof, but it is awesome. It's kept the wind out a lot on my hunts, and I've wore it a ton. I've had it for probably 6 years now. And yeah, it's super lightweight. Not extremely warm, but it definitely helps keep your core warm. And it's surprising how a thin vest like that helps you out. Then I got this Sikka heavyweight core mid layer. This thing's awesome, really warm. I don't really wear it much other than deer hunting because it is warm. But I guess we're going on a late season hunt now, so this will be coming with me as a backup in case anything does happen to my other one. But I'll be wearing this a lot more as my Kuyu Pentalon 200. This thing's extremely warm, really awesome. This is my third one though because I have blown out the zipper right here 2 other times before. Has anyone else had any of that issue? Because it'd be really nice to know. Please let me know. But Kuyu's been amazing on the warranty with it. No questions asked. So right on here for Kuyu. Sorry. And then my base layers, what am I bringing? So I got the heavyweight merino wool base layers. I wear these all the time, pretty much no matter what season. These are going to be on me, except for the pants, because I am a really hot person and I run really warm. But this is usually always with me. And then I also have a really cheap Under Armour long sleeve that it's not bad. It's good for about 1 or 2 days and it starts to stink really bad. So I don't think I'll wear that much. Sikka shirt, again, last 2 or 3 days and stinks really bad. Then I have this merino wool Arteric shirt. So I'll see how long this one lasts. But I'm planning to mainly wear this one because it is merino wool and I should not stink as much in it. So we'll see. But between all these four, I got 2, 4, 6, 8 days. So I can stretch the 12. Might throw one more shirt in there. We'll see. And then I do have my good old Stanfield. Everyone knows you got to bring one of these. Super warm, super awesome. So we'll see how that goes. And then headwear, I have a good old Timmy's toque. So got to rep Timmy's in the mountains. Bought this at Atmosphere last year. It is a windproof wood toque. I got it for like $6, but it is actually really awesome. It muffles the sound out a bit. It is a little noisy, but when it's really windy, it keeps your head warm, and I really like it actually. Oh, then the Kuyu Merino wool beanie. This thing is absolutely wicked. Super warm for how lightweight it is, but the wind does get through it. So if I pair it up with this and this, it's pretty much like a sauna on my head. So that's perfect. Then my glove system. This still has to get refined a bit more because I do have a few pairs of gloves, but we'll see what I come up with. So far I got these really light pair of gloves that I wear. I'll wear them almost every day because they're really good base layer glove and they're just good to use and stuff. So I wore these a lot, mule deer hunting and whitetail hunting, and I really like them. But I've also wore these. These are just a pair of wool gloves you get from Surplus Herbies. They're $8 or $10. My buddy Grady got me on these. Right on you, man, because these things are awesome. Really highly recommend them because they're super cheap and you can get a few pairs and don't really have to worry about them. And then got these at Colton Guns in Williams Lake. Wool finger gloves with turn into mitts. These things, again, really awesome, really warm. If it gets wet and I have these two paired up, my hands should stay warm, which is going to be awesome. And I do have mechanics gloves for busting through brush and hiking because, again, my hands run really warm. And if these do get wet, I don't find my hands get super cold. I wear them for work lots, so I'm still debating on whether to bring those, but I might just because I have the room. And then just a pair of hot shot gloves for when we sit around glass. Again, they are a little bit of water resistant, but I don't know about them. I'm still debating on those. And then my pants. So I am missing 2 pairs of pants so far, just because one's at the seamstress getting a whole bunch of holes fixed. But so far I got the First Light corrugated guide pant. These are windproof and water resistant. I've worn them quite a bit this year. I was kind of worried about durability, but these have been really good. I've worn them on a goat hunt. I wore them on my elk hunt, and I wore them up in Stewart once, and they've been really good. So I recommend those to people, but I'll see what they're like after a few years. But I'm hoping they'll last. And then I'm going to bring Kuyu Guy pants. And then I don't know what I'm going to do for my rain pants yet. I don't know if I'm going to go buy the Sikka Thunderhead pant to match those, or I'm going to rock my big heavy ass Helly Hansen rain gear. But that's just a toss up in the air, or buy rain pants, whatever's available. And then got to bring a little bit of TP. We have a lot more back at my dad's house. Got my rain fly for my bottom harness, just in case. Rain fly for my pack. Headlamp, just a cheap Energizer one, but thing's absolutely bright. It goes through batteries kind of fast, but got to bring a little extra. Whiskey, you have to have that when you're going. And then my water filtration system, Life Straw, just in case. I do have a Sawyer Mini that this will attach to my Camel Pack. So my Camel Pack's 3 liters. I just got to cut it, put this on, and I'll be good to go. And then I do have the squeeze thing for it in case I just want to drink out of that. A little bit of rope, but a lot of my gear is at my dad's house right now because that is where mainly everything is. Stuff sack for food. These Glutamine Pills or whatever they are. My buddy Matt got me on these. They replace your lactic acid after your workout. So after a big heavy pack out, you take 5 or 6 of these. Unreal. Super good. Highly recommend them. Oh, I almost forgot socks. So socks definitely have to get dummied down because I think there's way too much. But so far what I got 4 pairs of Smart Wool socks. 3 are pretty heavyweight, so should keep my feet warm. 2 moisture wicking socks. Some Costco socks. I could probably get rid of 1 or 2 of those. JP Fields wool socks. Super warm. Really good just for wearing in my gum boots. Just some Marks Alpaca wool socks. Really good again. And then sealskin socks. If nobody's ever heard of these, they keep your feet dry, but your feet do sweat a ton in them. But we have used them quite a bit, and even if your boots get absolutely soaked, these will keep your feet dry no matter what. So these are awesome to bring, especially if you're going to be in really wet, marshy terrain. So anybody, it's worth it. They're $30 or something, but really consider these. They're highly recommend them. And then, so I got my new shoulder blade that I found in the bush this year that somebody shot, but we'll see how this goes. I'll bring this if we have enough room and if I got enough room in my packs. And then I just got my knife system, just the basic Havalon. I have about 10 blades with it, so should be more than enough for hopefully 3 moose and maybe 3 caribou. And then I got a saw and then hatchet. These 2 won't be coming up with me when we go for caribou. The saw might, just for opening up briskets. But we'll see. But for sure, this will be my pack at moose camp. And then a little cleaning cloth for my optics. I do have another one. Just kind of my safety kit. Has some tools. Has all my lighters. Has a little bit extra food. But this never leaves one packed. It is a little heavy, but really worth it. Oh, and then little towel. We do have a shower. That's a portable one. So this will be nice to have to clean yourself, and super lightweight. Really weighs nothing. Gators. Have these for about 10 years. There's some CIO ones. My legs do sweat quite a bit in them, but they're really tough. I've worn them lots in work, and I work in the bush, so I beat the shit out of my legs. But highly recommend these. Just some cheap Canadian Tire hiking poles. The one is broken, as you see. I kind of tried to fix it, and I failed hard. So I have an extra one at home I will be replacing. Do have my brother's jet boil. So Nigel, if you're seeing this, I'm taking your jet boil. So if you need it, I'm sorry, bro. I got some propane, little cup, just kind of nice for coffee and stuff. But like, again, most of the jet boil stuff is at my dad's house. And then here's a little bit of food. The main amount of food we have is at my dad's house again, but this is kind of my camp food and hiking food. Oh, and I do have this massive ass dry bag that my buddy Matt gave me, so I might put my other pack in here just to keep it dry on the flight. And this is just kind of for all my random bits and bots for my pack. And then let's go to see what I'm going to be using for optics this trip. Oh, but before that, little hot core tarp. I used this on a mountain goat hunt already this year. I just used that and slept with my tent underneath, and it worked really, really, really well. It's really big. Just kind of have to do some adjusting on it, but it's pretty lightweight. Just kind of takes up a little bit of weight in the pack, but that's no big deal. And then, so optics. Just my dad's straight 20 power fixed spotter. This thing's super lightweight, super tiny. As you can see, kind of almost the size of my hand. So it takes no weight up in the pack, and for caribou it will be awesome and really good at low light. And then the cream of the crop here, Kuyu Pro Vinyl harness. All my tags are in here, so super easy. Leopold Rx 50 rangefinder. I have ranged out to 800 yards with this actually, so which is really impressive, but I don't think we'll be needing to shoot past 850 yards unless my dad does one of his classic. I can shoot really far because he can, but we'll see. And then the best of the best, in my opinion, because I've had them for a little while, but probably not. The Maven B2s 10x45s. I got these last year during Boxing Day I got free customization on them, so I was like, you know what, my buddy Grady has them, so let's try them. But I highly recommend them. I've used them bear hunting this spring. They were really good. I also took them on a goat hunt earlier in August. Incredible how clear these are for optic, not super well known. But I have had to get the diopter warranted because it's not as tight as I'd like it, and it did come completely loose, and this eyepiece was super fuzzy. So hoping it'll hold up for this hunt. I might bring a spare pair of binos, but I do not know yet. But these should get warranted again, but this one feels super solid so far. I have it in the right place. But the warranty so far from Maven has been 10 out of 10. Extremely recommend them. So Maven, if you're hearing this, right on. Optics are awesome. Warranty's awesome. I will be sending these to you guys after my moose hunt, and I'm sorry for how long it's taken because I've just been so busy. And then sleeping system, just a Marmot Sleeping Bag I've had for 6 or 7 years. It's good to -11. But it is awesome. It's windproof. I've used it on a ton of hunts, on 4 fly-ins already. I've had no issue with it. And it's only 3 pounds, I think is what it's say. 3 pounds, 14 ounces. So almost 4 pounds, but takes up weight. But it is warm, and I really like it. And then I got a little Sea to Summit pillow. My buddy Rawhide Guides, or Harrison Hook, as many of you know him, got me onto these pillows when I went to Stewart. And this thing, awesome. It's the size of the palm of my hand. Weighs almost nothing. But really recommend that. And then I also have this new climate insulated sleeping pad. The new valve stem system is really awesome. I've used this on 3 hunts so far, no issues. And with it being insulated, it stops a lot of the wind draft coming from below you, and it keeps you really, really warm. So I'll let everyone know how this holds up after a 12-day hunt, because if I do have any issues with it, I will be letting everyone know. And if anyone has any questions about it, let me know. Quote game bags, Kuyu game bags. I've used these about 6 or 7 times. I got the deboning bag and a medium-sized bag. And then we got just a whole bunch of regular game bags, just like these that are cloth. But these game bags so far have been really good. Love how they're washable. Would like to try a different brand, but so far, highly recommend the Kuyu ones. If anyone else has had any issues with them, because I haven't, I've had 2 mule deer quarters in the medium size, no rips. Had about 30 pounds of meat in the deboning bag, hanging, no rips. But if you guys recommend any other kind of game bags, please let me know, because I am thinking of getting more of these in the future. So my pack system. So this year I just bought a Mystery Ranch Cellway 60 with the Guidelight MT frame. One thing that I did notice is I bought the small medium hip belt because I am a 34 waist, but I had to upgrade to the large extra large because this was digging into my hip a bit, and the large extra large comes out a bit farther and reaches around my waist a bit better and holds the weight a lot nicer. I was doing 8K hikes regularly for the last month or more, or probably last 3 months, and I found the small medium hip belt just didn't carry the weight as good as this large extra large hip belt did. But I do have the small medium frame that fits me really well because, as many of you know, I got a midget torso. Sorry if that offended anyone. Again, always with the Mystery Ranch ones, bring the double-sided Velcro. Thank you, Matt, for giving this to me. I've already had to use it once, so make sure everyone brings it. But then my supervisor at work, Flores, came up clutch and let me use his Beartooth 80 bag. So this thing is absolutely massive. It has a lid, and I have more than enough room for all my gear, hopefully, for when I go caribou hunting. But it is an absolutely bulletproof bag so far, and I got my Cellway 60 bag. I've taken this bag on a 3-day goat hunt, and I was fine. Was pretty much maxed out for as much stuff as I could bring. So about 3 or 4 days is max in that bag, unless you have super ultralight stuff. But I will be bringing this bag with all my clothes for at camp, and when we go moose hunting around our lake, I'll be packing that because it does have the load shelf system as well as a Beartooth 80, and this will be my bag I will use when we go caribou hunting and up in the mountains, if we do, depending on weather. So we'll see how that one goes. And as well, I have packed out a moose with this frame already. It was about a 100-pound quarter in it, and I did about a 60-pound front quarter, and I did both ribs with tenderloins and back straps, so that was about another 60-80-pound trip. It fit me really well, held the weight really well, but I'm hoping I'm not eating my words, and hopefully, let's see how this thing holds up. If it holds up good, I'll be happy. If it doesn't, Omar, I should have listened to you and I should have bought another one, but we'll see how this thing goes. And then finally, what I'm using for my tent, my buddy Matt clutched up, let me use this Hubba Bubba MSR 2 tent. It's out right now just because I had some waterproofing on it. And how's everyone like this Nickwax stuff? Let me know what you like about it, if there's another brand you'd recommend, but just put a shit ton of this on that, so hopefully it'll be good. But that is it for a moose caribou hunt. Let me know please what I am missing, or if I should add anything. I'll try and upload a really short video to Instagram, but I'm gonna add this to YouTube. I'll start a YouTube channel here and try and put more hunting stuff on it. Let me know, guys, what you would like to see. So if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go all out. This is kind of, I have a ton of videos, ton of stuff from the last 3 or 4 years. I've done lots on my phone, but I'd like to know what you guys would like. I just bought a huge battery pack, so hopefully I'll have enough juice to take a few videos up on this hunt, and I'll try and share them to you guys. But please let me know what you guys would like to see, and just kind of what content you'd rather. And as well, on my Instagram, check me out, Andrea Street _17, and just what kind of content you want to see on there. I will post another video about that on Instagram, just deciding if I need a page or not. But I will start this YouTube channel here, and hopefully this is the start of great things. Thanks everyone for coming and listening. Yeah, just shoot me a message and see what I'm missing, and keep you guys updated. It's 4 days till we leave. It's gonna be a late night every night, just making sure I have everything. I'm gonna try and hit the gym for the next 3 days. I've been going hard at that, getting into shape for this trip. So we'll see if that all works out. But have a good night, everyone. Thanks for listening. Have a good one.